fight, 'cause there will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time.
Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends, free NHL picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's 9-game slate. We have a bigger slate on Monday for a change. So the NHL schedule makers have decided to change things up. And of course, tomorrow on a Tuesday, when we normally have a ton of games, there's 2 games. So again, I can't give NHL schedule makers any credit at all. I do want to say sorry to everyone that I did take off Friday and Saturday off the show. I just needed a sports break. I needed to clear my head and get back in the game after having a rough go up until that time. The last 2 days have been great, so I'm back in the winning ways. And I'll be honest, when I do the show, I don't just come and do the show to talk hockey. I do the show to give out winners. And when I don't give out winners, it really affects me. It does. It really makes me angry and upset when I don't give out winners. So just know that I really care, and I really care. So looking to get back into winning ways on the show starting today. What's up, Terry? I smashed the like. Thank you, Richie. You always do. Tim Earl says Terry Edelman. ... Hello, Tim. Good day, Captain Bry. How's it going? I hope everything is good. To be fair, tomorrow's Halloween. I guess so, but some people that don't have kids want to watch hockey, and I don't know. I don't know. I know this is a hockey show, but I feel so sad for Kirk Cousins. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a very sad injury for Cousins, and just when the Vikings were making it look like they were getting back into things, of course, that happens to Cousins. But I'd love to see how the Vikings do and what happens with Kirk Cousins in the future, where he goes after this season. But we're going to jump into the first game and jump into today's slate, which is between the Anaheim Ducks and the Pittsburgh Penguins in this game. You can get Anaheim plus 195 to plus 211. Pittsburgh minus 230 to minus 250. 6.5s right across the board here in this game. I put this play up on Picks and Parlays as a free play. I have a ton of plays up on the site today. So there's a free NBA play. There's, of course, this game. And then I have a 3-game package that has a NFL, an NHL play, which you'll get on the show, and then another NBA play. And then I have another NBA play later. So I like a lot in the NBA today and a lot of NHL plays as well. This one I put up as a free play up on the site. And looking at this game, you can get Anaheim plus 1.5. Minus 119. Now it's minus 116. Why am I doing this? Well, the Ducks have won three games in a row. And when you look at their 4 losses on the year, 2 of the 4 were 1-goal losses, and the other 2 were multi-goal losses against Vegas and Boston. Now Anaheim on a 3-game winning streak is coming to Pittsburgh, who's lost 4 of their last 5, all by multiple goals. I really like how the Ducks are playing. I really like the new coaching staff. I really like what I've seen from Anaheim. And I think they're way too big of an underdog in this game. Now, instead of going with the huge plus price on the Ducks on the money line, I'm going to take the Ducks plus 1.5, minus 119. If Pittsburgh wins this game, the Ducks have gone overtime in 2 of their last 3. So I could potentially see a close game here. Maybe Anaheim goes to overtime. Maybe it's a 1-goal win. Or maybe Anaheim wins. But all I need is for Anaheim not to lose by multiple goals. I think this is a good situation for them to do that. Ryan Strome over half a point is plus 120. He has a point in 4 straight games, and 6 of the 8 games that he has played this year. Frank Vetrano, anytime goal, plus 290. He is a goal in 4 of the 8 games for the Ducks this year. He has been by far um, their best offensive player. Frank Vetrano getting a really nice price on that goal scoring prop. And then Mason McTavish, just like Ryan Strome, pretty much identical, plus 120, plus 120. He has a point in 4 straight games as well, and 6 of the 8 games that he's played in. So, 3 player props in Anaheim plus 1.5. I think the Ducks can keep this game close and maybe even get the upset win. Eileen Ducks, Jackson Lacombe, and Leo Carlson. Yeah, Leo Carlson hasn't really got going like to his potential yet, but just when he does, that's just going to make the Ducks even more scary. And when Trevor Zegras gets going, the Ducks are going to be a lot more scary as well. A Vetrano possible hat trick, but at least 1 goal. Yeah, I think he does have 2 hat tricks so far in the year, so definitely a good sprinkle there. But 1 goal plus 290 is a great price for sure. Supness, how's it going, Lex? Welcome on in. Gibson is in net. Pittsburgh race to 4. That reminds me, I should definitely open up starting goaltenders here so I can go over who is starting in net. Yeah, John Gibson is likely. I would have rather seen Dostal because Dostal has been the better goaltender. But Gibson has similar numbers to Jari. So I can see that. Just give me a close game. Give me a 1-goal game. Quack. Yeah, I would have liked Ducks money line a lot more if Dostal was in net. So I'm definitely happy I have the plus 1.5. Team total over 3.5 for the Penguins. The Ducks have been pretty good when it comes to not allowing, like, they haven't been allowing very many goals this year. They've been more of a lower scoring team, surprisingly. Jari isn't looking that good either. Yeah, he hasn't. Who's coaching the Ducks? I should know his name. I know he's a new coach, and that's definitely a good thing here. I should know his name. Let me get it up here. Greg Cronin. Greg Cronin. So first year as the Ducks head coach, he's done a great job. Over 1.5 goals for full game over. I could see that. Gibson looks good when the Ducks suck. All right. Jari lost to good teams. Yeah. We'll have to see what happens here. I like my 3 props, and just give me a 1-goal game, and I'll be happy in this one. Moving on along to our second game here, which is between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina minus 180 to minus 192. Philadelphia plus 155 to plus 162. 6s right across the board here in this game. And Carolina has figured out some of their issues. They were the worst defensive team. They were allowing goals in bunches. But the last 3 games for Carolina have all been lower scoring games. They seem to have found their defense. Of course, the 3-0 shutout game in their last game, but that was against the Sharks. So shutting out the Sharks shouldn't be anything to jump up and down about. 3-2 overtime win against Seattle the game before, and then they lost 3-0 to Tampa Bay the game before that. So they've had 3 lower scoring games in a row. Philly coming off a 7-4 loss against Anaheim after a 6-2 win against Minnesota. So Philly's starting to have higher scoring games. And for me, I don't like this game. I'm passing in this game. I do have a small lean with Travis Konechny anytime goal, which is plus 190 for the Flyers. He has a goal in 5 of the 8 games he's played in this year. He's the Flyers' best goal scorer. The reason why I'm not making it a play is because, like I said, this Carolina team has found their defense, and they have been involved in lower scoring games. So I could see potential low scoring game here, and we're just not going to get involved. Full game. Parlay the Canes. I trust them. I know you do, Robert. I know you're a Canes fan as well as a Wild fan, but they should win this game. Philly defense can't handle the Canes. I can agree with that. Aho 1+ point. Never a bad look. Flyers a live dog. Interesting, says Lex. Yeah, for me, this game's a pass, so that won't matter to me. Mr. Svechnikov. Yes, he is back. Let's see if he can get going, because he has missed some time for sure. Props, nothing really stood out for me in this game, so I never took anything in this game. Moving on along to our next. Oh, I should have went over goalies for the last game. Let's scroll back. Frederik Andersen likely for Philly. No surprise there. Carter Hart confirmed for Philadelphia. No surprise there. Jump to the chat. Ducks team total over 2.5. Yeah, I like that. Pangela. I should look at what that price is because I actually like that as well. An NHL fan and a European hockey fan. Awesome, Arthur. Awesome. But yeah, going to this game here between Florida Panthers and the Boston Bruins. Florida plus 140 to plus 144. Boston minus 159, minus 166. Sixes and 6.5s available in this game. We will see if we have any confirmed goalies here. Nope. Bobrovsky unconfirmed. Allmark unconfirmed. No goaltenders for this game. And this game is ultimately a pass, but it was a lean for me with the under. Florida's been playing in low scoring games as of late, and Boston has been playing in low scoring games pretty much all season long. You can get the under 6 for plus 105, but it's only a lean. It's not an official play for me. And the reason why is if you looked at the playoff series between these two teams last year, very high scoring games, all of them. 5-3, 6-3, 6-4, like the high scoring games. So lean with the under, but I'm not making an official play in this game. It's just a official lean. Arthur likes the under. Yeah, I lean that way. Lean Bruins at home. Yeah, Bruins money line, probably a good parlay piece. I do think Boston wins, but Florida's been playing pretty well recently. So yeah, I can see why you would like the Panthers there, Lex. And then Captain Bry likes under 6.5 in this game. Yeah, if you can get 6.5 minus 122 there at DraftKings, definitely better to go with the under 6.5 than the 6 for sure. But no official play for me in this game. I lean with the under, but just can't pull the trigger. And no player props for me in this one, obviously, because I lean with the under. But moving on along to our next game, Seattle Kraken, Tampa Bay Lightning. In this game, Seattle plus 120 to plus 130. Tampa Bay minus 137 to minus 150. 6.5s right across the board here. This game, Tampa Bay off back-to-back shutouts for the Lightning. Jonas Johansson has been playing great recently. No big surprise. He is likely to start in this game. Grubauer is unconfirmed for the Kraken. They have not announced a goalie yet. Tampa Bay 4-2-2 on the year now, 4-0-1 at home. They've played great hockey at home. As I said, back-to-back shutouts, 6-0 against the Sharks, but as we've discussed, shutting out the Sharks. So I guess everyone's shutting out the Sharks because Carolina off a shutout against the Sharks, Tampa Bay off a shutout against the Sharks. The game before that was a 3-0 game against Carolina there. Tampa Bay playing well. The Kraken 5-2 on the year, coming off a 3-2 loss in Florida, 3-2 loss before that in Carolina. And for me, a player that I've looked at a lot this year, and for good reason, Victor Hedman. He has an assist in 6 of his 8 games played this season, and you can get him for an assist at plus 120. You can get him for a 0.2, I think, at around minus 120. But he has 1 goal in the year. Everything else is assists. So I would go with the plus money here. take Hedman to get an assist at plus 120 against the Kraken in this game. Da, 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 da. I say hello to Melissa Cunningham, a very good hockey handicapper. Yes, she is. Unfortunately, she works during the time the show is on, so probably will be tough for me to get Melissa on unless she gets a day off sometime. Lightning and Reg is plus money. Yeah, I'd be nervous about that one. I'd be nervous. Kraken playing just how I like them to play. Yeah, Richie, obviously a little salty there about how the Kraken treated his stars last year. B. Sawyer Hammer. Oh, in this game, is it? Kraken, good road team last season. Yeah, but I don't know what's happened to them this year. I can see the over 6.5. Yeah, I could see if Grubauer's in net, I could definitely see the over. Joey Decord has played well for them as their backup, so we'll have to see exactly who is in net for the Kraken. I'll probably like Tampa Bay if Grubauer is in net. Going along to our next game here, which is the Detroit Red Wings and the New York Islanders. Detroit plus 135 to plus 145. Islanders minus 150 to minus 165. Sixes across the board here in this game. Looking at goaltenders, Ilya Sorokin confirmed for the Islanders. Nobody confirmed yet for the Red Wings. And Detroit got off to that really hot start, but they have come back down to earth now with, I believe, 2 straight losses in regulation. Yeah, so 3 straight losses, a 5-4 overtime loss to Seattle, and then back-to-back 4-1 regulation losses. Now Detroit heads to New York to face the Islanders, who are off back-to-back wins, 3-2 win against Ottawa, 2-0 win against Columbus. Islanders 3-1-1 at home this year. This game's a pass. Another pass for me here. I don't like player props in this game. DeBrincat has no points in his last 2. Larkin has nothing in his last game. Islanders props, it's going to be very rare where I take Islanders props. And then why don't I have a play to win? A play for the side, in this game? It's because I do think the Islanders win this game, but they're minus 150, minus 160. So in order for me to bet this, I would have to take the Islanders in regulation, which would be my official lean. But I don't like it enough to pull the trigger here. So I will just pretend this game doesn't even exist. On this one. I don't know if this is, you don't know if this is his hammer play yet. Yeah, we'll find out later on Twitter. What do your numbers show for money on Bruins? 89% on Bruins, but they're just 166 faves. I double tap Panthers and Reg. Yeah, you'd have to. If I had Nick on the show, Nick looks at that kind of stuff a lot more. For me, I'll be honest. Where money comes in and who it goes on doesn't really matter to me. I count my games on who I think is going to win, and then I don't let books affect my decision. But everyone caps differently. So, Terry, Kyle, how's it going? Islanders better goalie. I don't know who to pick. Yeah, I would just pass. Wallstrom is back for the Isles at least. That's good news. I don't know why they scratched him for however many games or if he was injured or whatever, but we'll move on to my favorite game of the night. So I know I passed on a few games, but this is one of my favorite games of the night. We have the New York Rangers heading to Winnipeg to face the Jets. Rangers minus 118 to minus 130. Winnipeg plus 105 to plus 110. 5.5s right across the board here in this game. As I said earlier, I have a 3-pack up on the site of plays, and this is one of my premium plays that you'll be getting in that package. And it's the Rangers money line, minus 120 here. Rangers 6-2-0 on the season, 5-1-0 on the road. So they've played a great hockey on the road. They've won all 4 games of the road trip so far, outscoring opponents 14-5. Winnipeg 4-3-1 on the season, coming off a 4-3 shootout loss to Montreal. And this game is just not priced correctly. Rangers should be around minus 150, minus 160. I really like them to win this game, so I will happily take them at this price. I think the Rangers are the way to look. Looking at player props, Artemi Panarin to get a point, it is minus 220, so it would have to be a parlay piece. But Panarin has a point in every single game the Rangers have played so far this year. If you want as a single play, Artemi Panarin has an assist in 7 of the 8 games for the Rangers so far this year. You can get Panarin assist for minus 115. So I would go that route if you're not looking to parlay. And if you're looking to parlay, if you want to do a same game parlay, Artemi Panarin point and Adam Fox point are 2 players I would target there. As I said, Panarin has a point in all 8 games. Adam Fox has a point in 7 of the 8 games for the New York Rangers. So that's where I would go for same game parlays. Panarin, Fox, and backing the Rangers in some form. Looking at goalies for this game, not going to surprise anybody. Igor Shesterkin likely for the Rangers. Connor Hellebuyck likely for the Winnipeg Jets. Neither goalie has really gotten off to the start most people would expect. Shesterkin 2.69 goals against average and 900 save percentage, 2.98 goals against for Hellebuyck, 899 save percentage. So slightly better numbers for Shesterkin, but overall the Rangers have played a lot better than Shesterkin. So I will take Rangers money line in this one. Anaheim Ducks under 6.5, Seattle Kraken under 6.5, Vegas Golden Knights over 6.5. A 3-team parlay plus 600. Like it. I like it a lot. Nice. I'm not officially on any of those plays, but wish you best of luck. Winnipeg team total under 2.5. I could see that. Lafreniere anytime goal. All right, Richie coming in with the. That's probably a nice price with Lafreniere. Rangers money line minus 122. Yeah, that's why I like Captain Bry. My favorite NHL play of the day. New York Rangers puck line for Painter Life. Best of luck. Rangers are a power play team, so nasty in the power play. Yes, they are. But the Devils, like being a Wild fan, of course, I had the over 6.5 yesterday. I did not bet the Wild. I've not bet the Wild their last 3 games. But I did take the over 6.5 yesterday. It was a free play up on the site, I believe, or a premium play. But that Devils power play is just good luck to anybody trying to stop that Devils power play. It's just absolutely insane. Keandre Miller is underrated. Yes, the Rangers have some good young players. And Lex is on Jets race to 2 for plus 110. Jets bounce back at home. Interesting. We'll have to see. Rangers to win in overtime. Yeah, that's definitely possible. And that's why I'm happy to take Rangers money line at a good price and not have to worry about regulation. We'll bring up the next game here, which is between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Dallas Stars. Columbus plus 220 to plus 248. Dallas minus 260 to minus 285. Sixes right across the board here in this one. And not an official play for me, but if I was betting this game, I would be taking the under 6 between these two teams. Columbus playing lower scoring games recently. The Dallas Stars, a great under team, a great draw team, but not so much lately. But this team I could see going overtime. I could see this game has 2-2 written all over it. And then Dallas Stars probably winning in overtime. But I don't like it enough to pull the trigger here. So I am just passing on this one. Devils power play is almost as good as Edmonton power play last year. Yeah, it's early. They're gonna have to do it all season long, but I wouldn't be surprised if this Devils power play finishes better than Edmonton's power play last year because it's just been insane. Hintz anytime goal. Oh, I can see that. I can see that. No Stars or Columbus props really stood out for me today. Stars money line, they can win the division right now. They think they can win the division right now. Hey, well, that's good. If they're trying to win the division now, then that's good. That means they're motivated. Instead of other teams that think, oh, we can just worry about things later, which is definitely not the attitude you want to have going in. But going to our second last game of the night, we have the Chicago Blackhawks heading to Arizona. Chicago plus 155 to plus 162. Arizona minus 175 to minus 192. Here in this game, sixes. I do see a 6.5 available. Going to goalies in the last game, Mers Lincoln's unconfirmed. Auditor likely for the Stars. Looking at goalies for this one, Connor Ingram confirmed for Arizona. Nobody confirmed for Chicago. And if you watched the shows last week, I specifically spoke about this situation here. So we have Chicago plus 155, plus 160. We have Arizona minus 175 to minus 190. And I'm not going to come on here and tell anybody to take Arizona at this price. I do not think Arizona is being priced correctly in this game. I think they're a bit too big of favorites. So technically, there would be value on Chicago, but I think Arizona wins this game. So I don't care what plus price we get for Chicago. I do not think Chicago wins this game. So I will not be betting it no matter what the price is. But as I said, I'm not going to back Arizona either. But I do have a player prop, and that's Nick Schmaltz. He has a point in 6 of his 7 games played this year. So does Clayton Keller. Schmaltz assist he has in 6 of the 7 games as well. So you can get that at minus 105 for Schmaltz to get an assist. That's how I'm going to back Arizona, is by taking a player prop here for one of their top 2 players to get a point. If you wanted to parlay Keller and Schmaltz, same game parlay, both to get a point, that would be plus money, and I would like that as well. Because if one gets a point, the other likely does as well in this game. Richie laughing. Richie laughing. No, they don't. So the Stars don't think they can win yet. But minus 190 for the worst home in home ice advantage in the league. What? Yeah, but the Coyotes do okay at home. Last year, they did much better at home than on the road. Has to be a hawk spot or pass. Yeah, like I said, I can't back Arizona at this price, but I think they win this game. So, minus 190 for the worst home ice advantage. Nope. Okay. Bedard could go off. I heard he's the fastest in the league. Potentially, yes. It is Ingram and net, so we could see that. But for me, Nick Schmaltz, continue on doing what you're doing here against this Chicago defense and Chicago goaltending. Going to our last game, if it will load. There we go. Going to our last game here, which is Montreal Canadiens and the Vegas Golden Knights. In this one, looking at goaltenders, nobody's confirmed for either team in this one. Montreal plus 200 everywhere. Vegas minus 223 to minus 250. 6.5s across the board here in this one as well. And both of these teams are coming off a 4-3 shootout game. And then both of these teams, the game before, are coming off a 4-3 overtime game. So both teams, back-to-back games going to overtime, both being 4-3 scores, which is kind of interesting. Let's do it again. Let's go to overtime. 3 games in a row, plus 390. A really nice plus price. A half unit play here for me in this one, so not a full unit play. Half unit plays or draws always. I guess I should probably type that in there, but I'm saying it. So half unit play here with the draw. I know Vegas should beat up on this Montreal team, but Montreal's finding ways. They're playing pretty well, finding ways to keep games close, finding ways to go to overtime. Looking at player props here, William Karlsson has a point in 6 straight games. Shea Theodore has a point in 5 straight games for the Vegas Golden Knights. So that's how I would look at this game. But I'm going with the draw, plus 390 here between these two teams today. My favorite game of the night. All right, all right. Vegas puck line all day. All right, all right. Gonna try Vegas puck line again. Yeah, I did that 2 games ago, I think, and yeah, it didn't work out very well, unfortunately. Go Habs, go plus 203, and Vegas Golden Knights team total under 3.5 plus 100. Well, we all know Nick is very high on the Montreal Canadiens this year, and so far he's been proven right. Cole Caulfield will score because he's in Vegas, and everyone is betting that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. He didn't do anything in his last game, so Mondays usually there are more unders, and that is great for me as I'm on an under, or I lean a couple unders as well. But that is today's slate, today's 9-game slate. If you want my premium plays, in the description below, go and check out the link in the description below. Get my NBA free play, which is starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. So go and get that. A play I really like in the NBA. And then if you want to buy my premium plays, they are up there on the site as well. Make sure to hit 2-2 draw for Montreal. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that as well. But hit the like and subscribe buttons if you're new to the channel. Appreciate all the support. And we will be back tomorrow. 2-game slate, and it's yucky. So I probably won't have a whole lot of plays tomorrow, but I'll try to figure out something at least, or I'll at least break down the games, even if I do have to pass officially, and I'll give out leans and stuff. But thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Another episode. Getting Well with Terry and Friends, free NHL picks. Best of luck tonight, guys.